What's up, YouTube? Student Nation 5788, and today I'm going to be talking about how to make your NASCAR to game custom cars as best as you can get it. Now, I've created some pretty good ones. At least I've gotten some really good feedback on them. And I've gotten questions on the NASCAR to game forums page. How do you create that, or how do you make that so good, or something like that, and or can you show us how to do it? And I I don't think I'd be very good at showing how to do it. And that's why I've created this video, just to talk about, hey, this is how you do it, and how can you make your car the best that it can possibly look. And there's some things that I use to make my cars look the way they do. And it starts with having an image of the car. I have a laptop that sits right near my PlayStation, and I get an image of the car, and I make sure that I can see the entire thing. I don't go blind on anything. I always have an image to make sure that I know what I'm looking at or doing, or something like that. And I definitely want to know what's going to be on the car, and I I want to make sure that it looks good, it looks presentable, and not just half-assed or something. But you definitely have to have an image of the car. And another thing is, if you want to make a car really great, you have to put time into it. And some of the cars that I've created have taken me up to probably over an hour. The Dark Knight Rises car took me almost almost maybe 2 hours, 2.5 hours to complete the entire thing. And that one was a challenge, that's for sure. But I took my time, pieced every little detail together, and that's why having a picture up helps, because you can just look at it, piece it together, every little detail. When you see the bat on the Dark Knight Rises car, there's not one single line or anything like that. Nothing is missing. Every little detail is there, from the actual image that was on the car to the one that I put in the game. Every single thing is there, and that's why it looks so real. And that's what you got to do in order to make any car to look good. I mean, if you definitely gonna have to improvise a little bit. That's for sure, especially when you're creating uh, designs, base designs, something like that. You got to just think outside the box, go into decals, look at all the different shapes and stuff. If you're having problems with it, think, okay, can this work, or something like that. Use a circle, use a square, do all sorts of colors, do what you got to do, and figure out what's going to work the best to make your design. And, and then once you get that together, the rest of the car will fall right into place. And making your decals and your sponsor logos and stuff like that, my best suggestion for text, especially, first go into text and try to find a text that looks remotely similar to the text that you're looking for. For example, the DuPont logo on my Jeff Gordon car. There's a text that looks pretty similar to that, and I didn't have to do anything to it. All I did it individually. I did each piece individually, and put it into a brush, made the brush, made the outline of it, and voila! It looks great. It looks exactly like the real DuPont logo, and I didn't have to do anything extra to it, and it was very simple, and that's why it looks great. And if you can't find a text that looks like you want, it looks or something like that, you just can't. It doesn't look right or something like that. You don't want to create. I wouldn't recommend making them from scratch. You can, that's for sure. For something that's totally wacky, um, I, I wouldn't even know what a good example of one that's just crazy would be. But you might have to do that. You just don't. I don't know. You could definitely do it. That's an option that you want to go to. Um, And especially and another thing I want to talk about is the little sponsors. They may seem like a very small part of it, and you might not want to do it, but that's another part of making it look really good and making it stand out. You don't have to go very in depth on it. You just got to make it look like, you usually aren't looking at a car very up close anyway. You're looking at it from a distance. So just try to get it to its best, and get all the colors and stuff like that. Get it right, and it'll look good, even if it's not that great of a logo. Um, yeah, and that pretty much sums it up for how to make your car as good as you can get it, and that's pretty much what I do. I I feel like this was a better thing to use than actual video, because it would be pretty much just a long video of me trying to explain what I'm doing. But I'm a more of a visual person. I can look at it, I can draw it, I can put it onto a game, I can do anything like that. So sure, a little skill definitely helps, but I'm not the greatest car creator. And if you're just starting into it and you don't think that you can do it, or you create a couple of designs and they don't look very good, don't be discouraged. Keep going. Keep making more. Trust me, it will get better. I have really bad designs from when I first started in NASCAR to game 2011. They were not very good. I kept going, and my quality of car gets better and better each time that I do one. And I probably completed, I don't know, probably 40 of them, 40 between the last game and this game, and many more to come, because I enjoy doing it. And like I said, I can get better each and every time. But that pretty much sums it up. If you have a question or anything like that, feel free to leave a comment, or you can just message me directly. Either way, I will get back to you. And if you want to check out my channel, go ahead and do that. Smack the like button on this video, and subscribe for more stuff like this. But I hope that you like the cars. You can check out my garage. I've been updating that a lot recently, so there's some good stuff on it. Everything that's on the garage you'll see on this video, or you have seen on this video. And that pretty much sums it up for this video. Thanks, guys.